Royal family live, Meghan and Harry use 17-year-old Queen comments to defend actions. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's work as political activists will not end with the 2020 U.S. election, a spokesperson for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has suggested after comparing their recent efforts on voter registration with the Queen's. Meghan and Prince Harry have openly spoken of the U.S. election ahead of yesterday's vote. While the Duchess of Sussex invited people to register to vote to make their voices heard, the Duke urged people to reject misinformation and hate in the run-up to November 3, remarks seen by many as an endorsement for Democrat candidate Joe Biden. U.S. citizens, including Meghan, have now cast their ballot and are expecting to hear who will their president be for the next 4 years. However, Team Sussex has already warned Meghan and Harry's activism is not going to end with this vote. A spokesperson for the couple told Insider, "Obviously it is at a very important part of the American election cycle at the moment, but that doesn't mean it's specific to this time. Part of being an active member of society is to take part in the democratic process. So encouraging people to get involved in politics is something that is important." Meghan and Harry's spokesperson even emphasized Meghan and Harry aren't the first two royals to publicly speak about politics. Referring to remarks made by Queen Elizabeth II in 2003 and 2014, they said, "The Queen herself, for example, encouraged people to use their right to vote when there was a referendum in Scotland and when there was an election in Wales. While potentially controversial, it is not a brand new thing." The Queen voiced her concern at the low turnout of the Welsh election in the early 2000s in a speech at the local assembly. In 2014, ahead of the independence referendum in Scotland, the Queen made a rare political remark while speaking to a well-wisher in Aberdeen, expressing hope voters would think carefully about the future. Princess Eugenie has made her first official appearance since announcing her pregnancy in September. Here's how the mum-to-be took part in a recent engagement for charity. On Tuesday, Eugenie took part in a webinar to promote some of the work being done to tackle human trafficking. A new photo of Eugenie on the virtual meeting was shared by the Anti-Slavery Collective's Instagram account. The caption read, "Earlier today our co-founders HRH Princess Eugenie and Julia de Boinville hosted a webinar to showcase the Traffic Analysis Hub." The Traffic Analysis Hub's chief executive, Neil Giles, and IBM's global solutions architect, John McGraw, had the opportunity to present their revolutionary new global data hub that facilitates the sharing of human trafficking information. Prince Andrew's inner circle have a long-term plan to allow the disgraced Duke to return to royal duties, a royal expert has claimed. Royal commentators have expressed their disbelief at reports Prince Andrew may be trying to make a comeback to public life. ITV Royal Rota podcast hosts Chris Shipp and Lizzie Robinson discussed what it would take for the Queen to accept her son back into the official working fold. Mr. Shipp told listeners, "I had a conversation with somebody very close to Prince Andrew. I get the impression they have got this long-term plan. In order for that to happen, for example, there would have to be, as they put it, a resolution of the legal process. Total exoneration on his part and his side of the story properly given. Although I'm sure they'll think twice about what kind of interview he should do next time. Then, as they put it, a reframing of his duties." Sophie Countess of Wessex, 55, and Prince Edward, 56, have 2 children together. The pair may have skipped a royal parenting tradition when picking a school for them. However, Sophie has opened up about her children in the past. Earlier this year, she gave a rare interview where she discussed how they live a fairly normal life. "They go to a regular school. They go to friends for sleepovers and parties," Sophie told the Sunday Times magazine. "At weekends we do lots of dog walking and stay with friends. I guess not everyone's grandparents live in a castle, but where you are going is not the important part, or who they are. When they are with the Queen, she is their grandmother." Prince Philip has asked his son, Edward, to take on a new royal role as the Queen's husband continues to wind back his involvement since retiring a few years ago. Prince Edward has stepped up to take on a new patronage on behalf of the royal family at the request of Philip, 99. The Duke of Edinburgh became the royal patron of the London Youth Charity in 1947 when it was known as the London Federation of Boys' Clubs. The royal family released a video on Twitter on Wednesday evening of Prince Edward undertaking his first task as royal patron, as he highlighted the important work London Funders has done in supporting the charity as they received the 2020 Prince Philip Award. In a series of touching tributes, the royal family Twitter account shared a series of pictures of the Duke of Edinburgh. The royal family's official account tweeted several throwback photos of Prince Philip alongside some special messages. The first tweet read, "On this is Engineering Day, led by the RAF we celebrate the engineers who are changing the world for the better." RAF was first initiated by the Duke of Edinburgh in 1976. HRH is their senior fellow, and the Princess Royal and the Duke of Kent are royal fellows. 5:52 p.m. Update, Meghan Markle to continue public speaking after U.S. election. The Duchess of Sussex is thought to have been the first royal to vote in a U.S. election. Following the vote, her spokesperson claimed she may continue to an active role in U.S. politics post this year's election. The spokesperson told Insider, "Part of being an active member of society is to take part in the democratic process. So encouraging people to get involved in politics is something that is important. Obviously it is at a very important part of the American election cycle at the moment, but that doesn't mean it's specific to this time." Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, seems to have a close relationship with the royal family. Looking at her body language, an expert revealed how she could have a surprising bond with one family member in particular. She is thought to have a good relationship with her royal in-laws, including Queen Elizabeth II. Body language expert Judy James claimed the two royals have a genuinely close friendship. She told Express.co.uk, "The body language signals between the Queen and Kate currently suggest a very relaxed, warm and relatively easygoing friendship with both women enjoying the other's company." While the Queen always appears to affirm the fact that, despite her age, she is not in any need of support or aid, she often looks happiest when her granddaughter-in-law and future queen accompanies her or acts as co-host. Kate seems very adept at keeping a quiet eye on the Queen but without fussing. 3:07 p.m. Update, Prince Charles and Camilla always travel with a discreet bag of alcohol to avoid danger.